Griffin had it ripped away. Champagnie gonna take it all the way for the stop.
In the half for the first time in their last four halves, so I'm sure Coach Williams.
44% on the season. Xavier Johnson somehow.
Johnson driving inside of the flush from.
Staying aggressive, penetrating.
Terrell Brown stepping outside. Champagnie with authority.
I think Sabandi blocked that.
Champagnie, little give and go, lays it in. Oh, a blur. Johnson to Champagnie.
That's
16 for Pittsburgh, along with 11 rebounds. There's another rebound.
Johnson, Audis Tony, Justin Champagnie, and Abdul Kareem Koulibaly getting the start underneath. Champagnie with it again, driving left, puts it in again. First season here playing at the Peterson Event Center. Before Wednesday, they were 15-0 in the screen. Walton didn't take it. Now a baseline drive by Oden. Oden Jr. up.
It's the absence of Trey McCollums. I think both of those guys had similar skill sets, and they didn't really complement each other.
Here's Bickerstaff backing down Tony, or excuse me, look at that. Very active on the defensive end. Into the corner, Okris blocked there. By
The true point guard, but in this particular situation with them being down, I think this is where he has no choice but to force the issue.
Champagnie with a three from deep, and he cans it. Champagnie, he wants another, decides not. Mid-range instead, and he gets it. For 10 years, talk about two understudies in Mark Montgomery and Jeff Capel, learning from two of the best ever. Champagnie wide open from the top of the key, nails it. The youth for this guy.
He could still be in high school right now.
He could.
Getting buckets.
Last year, Pitt ended the game on a 15-0 run. NIU, they led by 6 with 6.5 to go in that game.
Building, getting good possessions.
Jefferson transition, Champagnie knocking it down. 20 points.
Staying aggressive, penetrating.
Terrell Brown stepping outside. Champagnie with authority.
In distance. Assuming this game is close at halftime, you'd think that would be a point of emphasis for the style points there.
You send a message to Pitt. Much more activity out of Pitt here. Player movements.
Champagnie working against Nance. Scoops it up around the rim and in. Big men in the Big Ten last season.
Really thought he was one of the best freshmen. Of course, the movement.
Odekali for Pitt with 8 to shoot. Champagnie in on Nance and puts it in.
Score not only time, but you got to look at score too, George, because if they can stay within.
Pitt down the floor, trailing by 5. Champagnie stops and puts it in. Bowie's got to get rid of it, and he turns it over. Underneath Champagnie.
Yeah. Johnson, look for a high ball screen.
Johnson driving inside of the flush from.
Shot, and again, coming into this game, this is a team that knocked down. See, great pass and a finish by Champagnie.
Turnaround for Champagnie. He was wide open. Couldn't connect. Throws in the follow, though, off the glass. Horton missing. Champagnie up and over. Everybody just
Those three-pointer shots up.
Champagnie. Champagnie scoop to the hoop.
Come on, Justin.
Now feeds the post. Loose ball picked up by Jeffers. And this one.
A nice run in the Big South.
Champagnie. And he gets that from Penny. Swings it around. It's Tony. And Champagnie on the glass tips it in. Most of them from Guerrier, Dolezaj, and Griffin. Nice move. Champagnie takes it strong.
Bad pass, and again, you talked about going back and forth.
Champagnie. Griffin had it ripped away. Champagnie gonna take it all the way for the stop. Minutes remaining. Oh, great running of the baseline, and Koulibaly. Oh, a blur. Johnson to Champagnie.
Not 2 and 1.
16 for Pittsburgh, along with 11 rebounds. There's another rebound. Right now, another offensive rebound for Champagnie.
Are you kidding me?
Are you
kidding? Gets his hand on it.
Like he's got magnets in his hands. Champagnie at Dolezaj again.
They scored 64 points in the second half. They won. It felt like they got
Feel for this game at this level.
Champagnie His terrific three-point shooter misses that one. 44% on the season. Xavier Johnson somehow. And there's where, if they were to meet, DJ Stewart, the freshman from Chicago, with a three.
In terms of games played and how we value that, in terms of the development of the team, how you start to capitalize. Veteran teams somehow know how to do that.
Champagnie for three. 24 and 16 against Syracuse on Saturday in his return. 17 and 10. Good defense by Champagnie, keeping Roach off the baseline. Now Roach for three.
You can tell you the same thing. Duke has a good adjustment out of timeouts, and they're usually successful.
Champagnie with a block on shot. And Odekale gets it over for Pitt. But Duke has definitely stepped up the intensity at the defense.
God, that was a lot of P's, wasn't it?
Champagnie, 6. Xavier Johnson, a 3-year starter, back to Champagnie. Field goal in 6 minutes. Until now.
And he just can't stay out of foul trouble.
Champagnie on the face-up. Justin Champagnie's been quiet so far. Champagnie straight on. He hit 4 of those.
Way too early, but that's what we do here. We speculate, and it doesn't matter that it's too early.
Well, Champagnie's feeling it, and he's got another.
That's the risk you take when you press. You might leave a three-point shooter alone.
Champagnie muscle.
Xavier Johnson wearing that #1, such a key man for the Pitt Panthers, looking at their starting lineup, and right out of the
1 year ago today, and how many things we've seen as a country and been through since here today against a good North Carolina team.
Well, tonight trying to go 5-2 in the conference because
maybe would have been the best defensive possession for North Carolina all season long, and Champagnie comes in, with losing the bye and being on one of the last 4 in the tournament at Champagnie. And did not shoot 50% in the half for the first time in their last four halves. So I'm sure Coach Williams.
26 out of 38 tonight. And before that miss, they were making 70% of their shots.
I feel as though those are the 3 guys that make this Vaughan Virginia offense go, averaging over 71 points per game.
Champagnie rolled those games. They are money.
That's no pressure. No pressure at all. 1964. They both averaged over 20 a game, and they played on the same.
He can do it. He had 19. He was a bright spot in that loss to Gonzaga early in the season.
Champagnie simply said, I want to be a coach, and I want to learn from the best, and had built a relationship with Tony Bennett because of the return.
And Justin Champagnie, the starter and the leading scorer for a Pitt team that will have Xavier Johnson. Callie and Sabandi beginning the second half for Pitt like they did the ball game with Xavier Johnson and Horton coming out for NC State. With 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Champagnie is so...
Inside, Champagnie gets the basket. Johnson picks up the loose ball. Champagnie will follow it in. Pulled out of the air by Champagnie.
I think Sabandi blocked that.
Champagnie, little give and go. Lays it in. With a great degree of regularity. 29-23. Off the glass, and the jam follow for Champagnie. 31-25 FSU. Champagnie goes in and rolls it in softly with the left. Polite kind of running out of
Definition of a mismatch.
Champagnie right to the front of the rim. Inside, nice scoop to the hoop. Better tip in though.
Beverly pulls up, in and out. Braxton Beverly on load management these days, fighting through a nagging back and hip injury as Champagnie.
They rolled the post.
That was his first basket since November 25th. Now, Champagnie has not had many touches in the second half. Sabandi lost the handle. Champagnie there to clean up.
Champagnie scores on about 52.
Champagnie knocks down. And that time he gets the deflection on the take.